someone reading my book mentioned that they were struggling to figure out the spiritual root of their health issue. Here are some key things to keep in mind when doing identity work on hard to pinpoint issues, as well as how I would approach something I can't quite figure out. First of all, my name is Anya, and this is my book available here on TikTok Shop. It's about the relationship between our consciousness and our reality, and how to uncover the spiritual or consciousness roots of repeating patterns and challenges we want to solve but can't seem to. And I'm not a doctor. This is not substitute for medical advice or common sense, obviously. Spiritual solutions are about understanding where we're separated from who we truly are and how that separation manifests as breakdowns in repeating patterns. The first very important thing to understand about any issue that you're struggling to figure out is that we are not a collection of separate issues or problems. Yes, they manifest in different ways, but we are one consciousness. So don't limit yourself only looking at what intellectually makes sense as a cause for what is happening, say, in your body. Begin questioning the ailment directly and then doing identity work focused on that. For example, you could ask yourself, what will happen to me if I don't solve this issue? What does it mean about me as part of my story? What does it have power to take away from me? And is that even true? And zooming out, we can also look at the life more broadly. Where are you agreeing to something you don't want to agree to? Where are you giving up more of yourself than you would like? Where are you trading your well-being for something else? Where are you subjecting yourself to unnecessary stress? What is the biggest breakdown in my life? So for those of you who haven't read my book, I explain how to do this here and about identity. But the gist of it is this: anything that our consciousness really struggles with, bumps up against, anything we see no way out of, can tell us something about ourselves, about our deeper beliefs. We focus on the problem just long enough to let it point back to us, and then we untangle the knot in our consciousness, meaning we detach from the thoughts that we mistake for the reality of who we are and free ourselves so we can step out of the pattern and solve the problem. You can literally start anywhere in your life and it will lead you back to the center. So you shouldn't stress if you can't figure it out from one specific angle. There's so many ways in. So as you do this inquiry work, stay open to the possibility that what's happening in your body might have a simpler explanation, like not enough sleep or too much stress. It could also be indirectly related to a bigger issue or directly tied to emotions like shame, resentment, guilt. The important thing to remember here is that everything is connected and it doesn't matter where we begin. As long as we've asked the question, and if we haven't gotten an answer, we just continue working where we can work and remain open to an insight that might come at any time. Another thing to keep in mind with hard to pinpoint issues is that if you're not making progress in questioning them directly, try questioning your urgency or stress about figuring them out. This can reveal a lot about control, anxiety, limiting beliefs in other areas, like the idea that you can't start truly living and expressing yourself, for example, until everything is under control and everything is perfect. I once questioned my urgency around solving a particular problem and realized it wasn't really about the problem itself. I was actually not in a big rush to fix it, but I was so worried that people were judging me for not having fixed it. And I was really obsessed about the opinion of other people because I thought the imperfection of my life discredited my work. Once I saw that, I questioned that lie, released it. That, in turn, released stress and in turn positively impacted my well-being. Focusing on my problem was secondary. The real root was that I wanted to prove that my work was real, and I felt I couldn't afford to let my life unfold at its own pace. If you also believe that your consciousness manifests as your reality, or you're curious about it, you're interested in exploring the connection between who you are and the world around you with the intention of creating real sustainable change, check out my book. It is available here on TikTok Shop. Click on the orange link below, and yes, it is available in other formats as well.